Good morning, SuperForest! I'm on a bike. It's 01. Let's take a tour, shall we? Here we have a bike. Lovely row of trees. The old boathouse. Lovely boathouse. Not being used. We don't have a boat. There's an avocado tree. Look at all these chickens. We have chickens everywhere. And there is the coconut opening stump and coconuts. We call that area the Marae, because that's where we come to dream together. And that's the front house, and that's Justin and Maya's house, and that is the barn, and that is the coffee plant I just planted, and that is the worm bin, and those are papayas and sweet potatoes growing in the grove. And now here we are at the front of the front house, and we have mulched the palm trees. Here's the herb spiral with little plants going, and the compost heap composting. I put that sponge up on the wall so the sun would dry it, and I made this holder for a tiki torch. And here you see lots of cardboard laid out on the ground. The cardboard is like the first step in rebuilding the soil. Create little pockets of cool moisture. Nice, nice, nice. We've made mulch rings around the bottom of the trees with a big load of mulch we got delivered. And we got lots of coconut waste, green yard waste, ready to get chipped up. There's a lychee tree with more cardboard underneath it. We use as much cardboard as we can get. There's a little pipe hole we dug for to put a water spigot. And here is a big old pile of stuff waiting to get mulched. Underneath there should be some very good, very lovely compost and worms. Haliconias to my left. Some undeveloped land to my right. Oh, yeah, we made it. There we are. Whoa. Yeah. And there you see in front of us the drying rack for the coconuts. I marinated some coconut in the shoyu, ginger, sea salt, and other nice things are now drying in the sun. And there's a teepee. Let's look at what else we have to look at. That's a bit of old framing from an old nasty garbage stand I demolished. And there's our trusty wheelbarrow. A couple tomato plants I planted in this mulch ring. They seem to be doing real well. It's tough to keep the chickens from scratching the rings all to pieces. There's an old coconut. And the herb spiral. Back at the herb spiral. So nice. Just planted it a couple days ago with some starts. Already starting to grow. It's very nice. We have a little front yard. Garden. I don't know what this is called, but these are like salad greens and you can eat them. A little papaya growing. Some old lettuce. Gone to seed. Doesn't taste very. Oh! Well, it's probably really good for me, but it doesn't taste very nice. And then basil and mint. This is Thai basil. These are Sweet 100 cherries. Another basil plant. A little Hawaiian style sweet potato growing in a little bamboo vase I made. Very simple. Just a tube of bamboo. Still sealed on both ends. And then two little pieces of bamboo we cut and we just set it on there. And isn't that beautiful? Isn't it charming? So simple. Mulch rings, orchids, other little garden space not really used. There's the papayas again. And a little fence I built around. So nice. And then today this was the project. We dug a hole for this coffee plant and filled the hole with lovely compost and lime to help break down this dead chicken I found on the road, and I put it on there and I made this little screeny windbreak to keep it from the wind. But anyway, I found this dead chicken on the side of the road and it was all dried up like a mummy. So I brought it here, as one does, and put it in the ground with some lime on it and some these pine needles, because coffee likes acid, or acidity rather. And these pine needles, as they break down, they're very acid. So I threw a bed of these down, and a dead chicken, and some lime, and then some kitchen scraps and compost. Look at this worm bin Justin and Maya made. Isn't it awesome? Man, it's great. I did that yesterday, the day before. Isn't that fantastic? Lots going on at 01. We've got these 2 volunteer chickens who've been coming and hanging around. And they sleep in our barn at night. They sleep up on that fluorescent light up there. And all night long they just poop onto this pile of cardboard, which is fine with us because then we use the cardboard on the land and it's got chicken poop on it, which is great fertilizer. So instead of like getting bugged about the chickens pooping on stuff, we just keep piling fresh cardboard on top like this. And then the chickens poop on it. And we'll put the poop on the land, you see. It doesn't bother us at all. In fact, we quite prefer it. Tools lined up, ready to use. So nice. Here we have a little wild taro SuperForest Aaron and Jordan and I found on the beach. We planted it here, and that's, I believe, a wild spinach. A little wild spinach growing. This is all type of ginger, non-edible ginger, red ginger. Here you can see the downspout for the house. There's one of 2. This little downspout catches the rain along this one border of the roof line and sends it down this white plastic hose, and it puts it into this old garbage can that I put there. Since we don't make garbage anymore, we use the garbage cans for collecting rainwater. And I took the rainwater and some old mushrooms I found growing in the ag park across the street, and I blended up the old mushrooms in the rainwater, and I put them in this jug, and I use it for mycelium inoculations of all the mulch piles and the compost heap. And there's the hammock. Lovely hammock. As you can see, beautiful day. Beautiful life. A lot of opportunity and growth and learning. Oh, isn't it nice? Oh, thank you.